Now we're live. Hello.
Hello, everyone. Welcome today to our Lunch, Learn, and Earn online business Q&A minutes, where we meet Monday to Fridays at noon during lunchtime to talk about working online and being able to have a second income, a side income, or a full-time income. Please let us know where you're from. We'd love to know where you're meeting us from, coming in from, even on the replays. Um, and ask your questions in the comment. If you have questions while we're chatting, we'd love to answer your questions or show your comments. Let's stay positive. My name is Jose from Ontario, Canada, and I worked 37 years in the healthcare field. And I loved my job, but it didn't support me in for my bucket list, let's say. And then when I retired, I realized I still didn't have enough money for my bucket list. So I was looking for something else, and I found this amazing business. Bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue à notre émission. Nous sommes ici direct du lundi au vendredi où nous répondons des questions à propos de notre entreprise sur l'Internet. And here's my co-host, Benita.
Yes, thank you, Sister Say. Thank you, thank you. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are or wherever you are having your lunch. Stay tuned with us. Before I will introduce our special guest today, I would love to introduce myself. I'm Benita from living in Ontario, Canada, more than 20 years as a caregiver, and I am originally from the Philippines and a Lutheran background. And I here in Canada, I retired early because of my health challenges. Okay, so I was so happy and grateful I found this online business that we're talking about, and I have I can do everything in my own pace while I am also taking care of my health. So now, before para sa mga Bisaya, stay tuned with us. This might be for you. Listen to our special guest tonight. Today. Um, Today, met our special guest, Saisel Holopic. Okay? Did I pronounce it right? All right, so Saisel is a mom and also business owner, entrepreneur, and proud child of God, originally from the
Mm,
Philippines and now living in Maryland. She is passionate about faith, family, and entrepreneurship and living with purpose. She loves encouraging others to step out in faith, take action, and pursuing God given purpose play
nice.
in their heart. So we're excited to welcome Faisal today and hear her inspiring journey. All right, so would you love to ask the first question, Sister Say?
Sure, I can. Absolutely. Thank you, Benita. Welcome, Cecil. Thank you for joining us, giving us some of your time because we know we're all juggling balls, but we do it very well. So, would you share a little bit more about your what was your previous career, or even maybe potential career now while you're building this business, and how does it shape you, and how did you know this online business was for you?
Thank you, Jose and Ate Benita. Thank you for having me today. And yes, and also stay tuned with us. We have a great lunch. What is that? Lunch
Learn.
Learn.
earn and earn. So for sure,
Yes.
are listening to us and our audience, they're excited to hear. So yes, I'm so excited, of course, to be here to share a little bit about my journey. So again, my name is Cecil. I'm a mom, a business owner. So I run a traditional cleaning business, and also I'm a digital online business. So before I went to digital, I was like running the traditional business until now. I'm still running my cleaning business. So you know what, being business owner taught me a lot about hard work,
Mm,
responsibility, serving people, and managing a business. But I also realized that when you run a traditional business, your time can become your biggest investment.
mm,
So wanted I wanted to find something that could give me more flexibility and allow me to build something in the digital space, because I've learned right now the digital space is evolving, right? And I don't want to be stuck in a like just traditional. I want to have that flexibility. And running a traditional business is pretty challenging because, like I said, it takes your time, and handling employees, it's kind of like difficult. I was sharing you earlier before we we went live. I was like, it's, it drive me crazy because I realized the only person that would really care for your business is only you, only
Yeah.
me as a business owner. If you have people, um employees, or you have people that helps you, they only care about, I'm not saying this, of course there's some people that also care, but it depends, it
Yeah.
still depends. So but most of them, they only care about paycheck, you
Right.
know but
Right.
and then only you, that they don't see the behind the scenes. So that's why I
Mhm.
was like, I need something that I can teach business owner, because I know when you teach business owner, they want to be successful,
Right.
they want to earn, they want to be successful, they want to have that flexibility. So that's why when I saw this digital business, I know in my heart, okay, this is for me. So that's what I was attracted. So, and plus what I was attracted also, because this business is, I didn't have to create my own product. I don't have to carry inventory. I don't have to ship products. And I just could learn the skills, I follow the system and build something that could fit around my family and my other responsibilities. If I compare that to my traditional business, I need to have my own company car. I have to buy supplies and equipment, uniforms, and all of that. I have to carry all of that. But in this business, we don't have to. The products is already in place. We have the system, and we don't need to chase people because we have the system that finds clients for you. So that's what I was attracted with that. That's why I jump in. I was like, okay, this is for me. I know it's not gonna be like a quick scheme, money scheme, because it's a
Mhm.
business. You have to build, you have to learn skills. Like right now, I was so happy because before wasn't really a social media person, but now I was like, who cares?
You got it. Yeah.
So I was like, so I got out in that comfort zone. So I was really happy, and I've learned a lot of skills, even like video editing, because I know it can help also my ministry, because I have to do my husband trying to do podcasts. So I was the one that doing the video editing. So I was like really happy. I was like, I went to the school again, and then at the same time I earn, right? So why not? So why
That's
not
awesome.
doing that? So I knew I was stepping into something completely new, but I decided to take that first step. And honestly, sometimes, of course, you don't know exactly where the journey will take you, but you just have to be willing to start. And you know that it's real business, and you know that someday, somehow, this is not just a short term business, this is a long term that can build a legacy for you.
Hmm.
Right.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
All right. Thank you, Sai. Because yeah, I also see that what I that's what I attracted also for me, because for me I can do this business in my own pace while I am also taking care of my health. So yeah, that's what attracted me. So, so before we proceed to the next question, I would like to say hi to Net Torres, because she is with us today, and says hello, Sai. Good afternoon. Nice watching you live.
Yes.
So
Thanks for joining us.
thanks for joining us, Neth, and stay with us because we have to ask more questions on side. So,
Hi, Net.
yeah. So, yeah. So, but the next question is, in any business you have some roadblocks, right? Like in your traditional business, you have also your roadblocks. So in our online business, what were some of the biggest early roadblocks in your journey, and how did you push through them?
So, the biggest roadblocks in my journey and how did I push through them? Um, I would say is the doubts. I had doubts. I had fear.
Mm,
And I had so many questions.
mhm.
That's why, Ned, don't worry. Is that questions, I mean, that's normal. We
Yeah,
need to do a due diligence, right? So I remember thinking all of that question that I want to know about this online business. So, like, one of the question what I was like thinking is, can I really do this business? And that's normal. We have to question ourselves, like, can I really do this? What if I fail? What if
mm,
I'm not good with technology? Like I
yeah,
said, I'm not a social media person before, and I'm not really good in video editing, but I learned that I can do it. you as long as you have that willingness to learn.
that's right.
And also the doubts, like, what if nobody listens to me? There's a lot of like what if, and you're just thinking of the people around you. What if they're not listening to me, and what if they're saying, oh, you're gonna fail? So we're so concerned with the people around us, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So there was a lot to learn, of course, because digital business was completely different from what I used to. But I learned, like I said, to be willing to learn and take one step at a time. And of course, the number one is because of my faith also played a huge role in helping me push through.
good
I
for you.
believe that God doesn't always show us the entire road ahead, right? Sometimes He simply um just show us whatever in there,
Yeah,
just now.
yeah,
So I would say that's the biggest, that really a huge role that helped me to push through with my journey.
mm,
And also, yeah, I kept learning, I kept showing up, I asked question, I listened to mentors or accountabilities. And when something like right now, when something like didn't work, instead of quitting, I tried to learn from it. And I'm thinking, what should I do? What maybe I'll try different things. So I don't quit. Quit is not in my vocabulary. And even before, when I was little, I'm not a quitter. Even before I knew that, when I want something, I wanna get it, and that's
um,
me. I would say that's my strength. And I realized challenges is don't mean you're in the wrong path.
that's right.
Sometimes they're simply part of the growth process. And also, I'm a people. I love people. I love teaching people. I think that's what also draws me in this business, because I don't want to just, whatever talent I have, whatever gift I have, I want to share it. So that's one of the uh reason as well, to help people, that I have purpose. I'm not just doing it for myself, for my family, but also for the people that I can help.
I have to say, Cecil, because this business is such a well-rounded business, right?
Mm-hmm.
We come in for a certain reason, and then when as we continue into the training, we realize that it's bigger than what we signed up for, which is actually a positive thing because a well-rounded, you're learning, you're learning something new. You're also the personal development. I love personal development because when I worked at the hospital, I always said to, like, the hospital can't run without the maintenance man, the nurses, the surgeons, the janitors. Everybody together makes that business work, right? So it's the same as in, you know as in this business, we come in for ourselves, but
Mm-hmm.
as we help others, that's how our business grows. And again, like for me, working 37 years in the healthcare field, that I loved helping others, right, giving them some support and letting them know that tomorrow's a better day, you'll feel better. We're going to get this, whatever's ailing you, we're going to figure it out and you're going to get better. It doesn't take a lot to encourage others, and this is what I love about this business, is it being able to encourage others. So Thank you for your sharing with us. Um, so, in what ways did the platform, the community, and the mentorship influence your business, your online business, your digital business? Because
Thank you for that,
did you
Gracie.
have a community when you started your other business? Did you have mentorship and did you have a platform?
No, I'm a one woman show.
A one woman show. There you go.
Yes.
There's the
I'm
truth.
I'm the
Okay.
accountant, I'm the ocular, I'm everything, you know. So I was like, that's why of course my mentor is my husband, you
Of
know.
course.
Sometimes when I have to vent out, I have to tell him this is you know.
That's not a
But it
mentor, that's a counselor.
yeah, that's why he is the
Yes.
counselor. So sometimes he give me advice, but it's different when you don't have to go through with the things that you're not supposed to, you know, that you have someone that would tell you, no, don't do that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
That's different, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why in this community, this platform, you know, the community and the mentorship have made a huge difference in my journey, because one of the things that I appreciate is most of it is I don't have to figure everything out by myself, because in
yeah.
my traditional business, when I started, I have to do on my own. I have to figure out on my own how I can get a client, how I can,
Hmm.
and even to meet a client, to do a walkthrough. I was so nervous because I don't have this script. I don't have this, you know, I have
Skills.
to,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't have the skills. But in this community, in the platform we have is, you know, that's, I would say that's a huge difference, you know, to have the community and mentorship.
yeah,
And I don't have to figure everything out. And then we have the trainings, the system, the resources, and people that who willing to help us and guide us. So
right.
in the community, I would say it's very important, because in entrepreneurship, some people you even have to go to the meeting and hire a mentor, right, or a coach.
Mm,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you have to pay a huge amount of money. But in our community, is we do have the mentorship and that coaching, you know, that
yeah,
would help you.
Yeah.
And
That's free.
yeah, and sometimes, you know, it's really important, because for me is entrepreneurship is can sometimes feel lonely, you know.
mm, mhm,
You have days when you're excited, but there's days that you question everything, you
mm,
know,
Exactly.
especially if you don't see results, or like you question everything, you feel like you're alone.
yeah,
So having people around you who understand the journey that they already been through in your journey, so they can encourage you and hold you accountable, makes a big difference, I would say. And mentorship has also helped me understand that I don't need to reinvent the wheel. I can learn
right.
from people who already have gone through the process. You
That's
know,
right.
for me, it's not just about learning how to build a business, but it's also about, like you said, Jose, is personal growth, personal
Mm,
development, discipline, confidence, and
mhm,
becoming the person who can handle the opportunity. And I'm, you know, the opportunity. So that's the huge, a big, huge to have that, you know, community and a mentorship and coaching already in place, that you don't have to figure everything out.
mhm. And
Exactly.
the ongoing training, you know,
Yeah.
just
Mm-hmm.
the ongoing training, because the platforms often change a little bit, so we need to keep up. But that's all done for us. All we have to do is show up and get through the training, and we're good. So sorry to bump in there, Benita. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's okay. And also, and if you miss it, like me, if I miss something, I can use the recording. You can just,
Mm-hmm.
to me, I am in a pace of it's a slow motion of my brain. I have my brain fog, so I have to do it like over and over again, and I still have there. If I miss it, I can still go back and
We're,
watch it. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's also one of the things that I love most.
yeah.
Yeah. So before we proceed to the next question, I would love to say thank you so much, Nat, for. She said that message, your messages is so inspiring. Oh, that's
Oh,
so
thank you,
That's
Net.
good. Thank you.
thank you, thank you, thank you. So
Yeah.
now, I would love to address this question. What do you love most about the freedom, the freedom of and ownership of running your online business?
Thank you, Ate Benita. You know what I love most is the flexibility and ownership. So, as a mom, someone who also involved in the ministry and family responsibilities, having flexibility with my time is very important to me. So I
Mm,
love that I can work on my business from different places. Like sometimes, I would just bring my laptop to my workplace, if wherever residential, whatever house we have, as long as they have internet,
mhm,
I can just do my thing, or my run my business, my online business. So, and like I said, I can build around my life instead of having my entire life revolve around the job. Just like before, when I used to work at the corporate, I used to work in the bank. You just tied up 9 to 5. So, but in this business, like I said, most of the time I only bring my, as long as I don't have the live discussion, I will
right.
just have my phone. I can everything. I just use my phone. So for me, that's the freedom.
Mm,
So of course we want the money, but I think freedom is the most valuable. The
yeah,
money will come.
Yes.
It
yeah.
will come afterwards.
We'll just
So
follow.
freedom is having a choices. It's having the ability to spend time with my family, and plus serve in the ministry, continue learning, and still work toward building something of my own. And I love the fact that I'm learning skills that I can carry with me into the future, right? We
Mhm,
can leave a legacy. So it's exciting to know that I'm not just working for today, but also I'm building for tomorrow.
that's right. And where else can you find that?
Yeah,
I
that's
know,
true.
right? Eh?
not not anywhere else I've ever seen, anyways. So what fuels your passion and keeps your vision strong on the tough days? We all have, just because this is an online business doesn't mean there's going to be tough days. I was just talking to Benita about a book that we have, Never Quit on a Bad Day. I used to tell
Yes.
my kids that, right? When they were growing up, oh, don't quit. You got to keep going, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So, we're our children's best cheerleaders, and we have to be our own cheerleaders sometimes. There's going to be bad days. I know Benita suffers with some ailments. I'm going through something right now, but you know what? Today's not the day to give up. I gotta
Right.
keep going because I know what the prize will be,
Mhm.
right? And again, it's not always about money. I'm happy that you mentioned your love for the Lord, because my husband and I also serve in our church, and to be able to give back uh,
Mhm.
to God's children and give them hope that there are better things in life, and that we're here to help them and to be able to help them carry through whatever issues they're going through. So what was my question? Yeah, so what
Oh, yeah.
what, what fuels your passion and keeps your vision strong in the tough days?
For me, I would say my faith what keeps me going.
Mm,
Because like I said, I'm not a quitter. When God gave me a vision, like, oh, I know I have the
yes.
purpose and I'm not gonna quit,
Oh, yeah.
because it's not just for me, for myself, but for my family at the same time, for the people around me, and to the people that I just wanna show them. I just wanna show them that there's hope.
Mhm.
And I believe that God has purpose for each one of us, and I don't
Abs-
want fear to stop me from walking into what He has prepared for me. So there are definitely, there's tough days. There are
mhm.
days when things don't go the way you plan, right?
Mhm.
There are days when you don't see the results you were hoping for. But I've learned that you can't quit simply because you're having a difficult day. But sometimes you have to pause. You have to refocus and just keep moving.
Yeah.
And for me, my advice to sorry, sorry, my advice to everyone watching: don't let fear make your decision for you.
Mhm.
So if you've been thinking about starting something new, or take the time to learn, ask questions, do your research,
Mhm.
find good mentors, and surround yourself with people who will encourage you. And but most importantly is take action.
Yeah.
You don't have to have everything figured out before you begin.
Yeah.
You can start where you are, learn as you go, and grow along the way.
That's
So,
right.
and keep God at the center of your journey,
Hmm.
because I believe God doesn't want us to be just in the survival mode, right?
I love
He
that.
wants to use
Yeah.
us for His glory. And because sometimes, one decision, one opportunity, and one step of faith can change the direction of your life, not just you, but also other
Oh yeah.
people, someone
Yeah.
else. So I always have to remind myself my beginning doesn't have to look like my ending. you know so those are watching net, you're watching today, if you've been waiting for the perfect time, maybe you don't need the perfect time.
No.
Maybe you just need to take that first step.
Yeah. True.
Thank you again.
The perfect time is today, Saitel.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's just like me, like, if I didn't start before, because I don't know nothing. And then when I look back 1 year from now, I realize I have this lots of skills that I learned. Like, oh my God, I love what I'm doing, and then keeps me going. And I said, oh, I like this, so that's the reason I have to keep going. And then I found my accountability partners, just say, and many more in the community. That is, oh my God, I love it. So, for
Yeah.
you who are watching now, think about it. There's no perfect time. That's what title says. The
Yeah.
perfect time is today, and then don't need to figure out everything, because if God is the center in your life,
That's
you're not,
right.
you
Yeah.
can never be wrong. All right. So
It's so. Yeah.
back to the
It's so.
point.
I loved what everything you said, Sisal, and I have a little post here on my board. It says, "I have fulfilled the dreams that God has placed on my heart." Right? He's the
Yeah.
one that puts this in our heart, right?
Mhm.
Like when
Mhm.
I don't tell everyone all about the dreams that he's put in my heart, because if you don't believe that that came from the Lord, it's like they think we're crazy, right? But
Yes.
we know who he is. We know what he can do, and
Mhm.
he wants to do that through us, right?
Mhm.
So yes, I'm so happy that you were able to join us today. Do we have? Yes, there we go. So, Benita, do you want to share your information if you're interested in getting more information? We You can reach us. Well, actually, first of all, it'll be above our replay all the information that you need
Let me see if I have this. Okay.
to contact Benita or myself.
I will check here. Jose, I think this is the one for Jose.
There we go. So my Facebook page is
Oh,
Jose Payne. It's okay. You can leave it there. And
yeah.
my email is info@gmail.com. And you can reach me. You can, if you want to go straight to the information session, which for me is a 90-minute webinar. This is a real business. It's not a get rich quick scheme. So it's a 90-minute information session. Plus, I watched it 3 times. Okay. So you can watch it for a whole month and then decide if you want more information, right? And so you can register on my webpage. You'll go straight, enter your name and your email, and you'll get a link to watch the webinar. That's www.infocjpain.com. Thanks, everyone. And Benita?
All right. For me, I think I'm lacking with my. This is my page BEO. I think BE, but it is BEO Pinkit Digital, and my website is www.beo-pinky.com, and you can email me at benitaonmelio@gmail.com. Okay. So hold
How
on.
about Cecile?
Cecile.
Cecile, sorry.
Okay. Can you share your business page and where to contact? You are muted. 1 minute. Okay, there you go. You're muted.
Oh yeah. So to those who are watching, thank you again for having me here. I'm truly grateful for the opportunity to share my story, and I hope someone watching today is encouraged to believe that it's never too late to start something new. So to those who are watching, we do have Tuesday and Thursday live webinar. It's a free information, so you can just go to my website easy-techglobal.com, and you'll get the link for the webinar, right? And also they can also register for the live webinar. And then if you have any question, you can just message us
Mm-hmm.
directly, and then we can give you the link, or any question that you want to ask us, so that we can engage. So yeah, so that's all. Thank you again.
All right. I
Thank
would like to say thank you, Net Torres. And she said thanks for brightening my day. Oh my
you.
God.
You brightened ours. Thank you, Ned.
You brighten ours too. So thank you for
God
joining
bless you.
us. Yes. Okay. So there you
All
are.
right.
Okay. So thank you so
Bye
much
for now.
again. Thank you so much again, everyone. And bye for now.